Assalamualaikum and good day to our respected lecturer, Dr. Hasnizam. So today, my group and I are going to present our brand audit analysis. The company that we have chosen is the Samsung Group. So before that, my name is Siti Aisyah Faradiana binti Muhammad Wang and my metric number is 264067. So I will start with the company background. So the Samsung Group is a South Korean global corporation that is based in Seoul, Samsung City. So it includes plentiful related trades which are dominant in business conglomerate. It is also known for productions for consumer electronics such as smartphones, televisions, home appliances. Samsung was originated in 1938 as a trading company by Lee Byung-chul. So basically the company at the first place expanded into commerce like food industrial, fabrics, investment, stocks and merchandising over the following for 3 decades. Also, Samsung Group has a robust influence on the politics, economy and development of the South Korea because the profits of Samsung were equal to 17% of gross domestic product in South Korea. So moving on to the company's missions or pillar. So Samsung basically is strongly committed to achieving the company's specific targets despite being one of the world top providers of mobile products. So the first pillar is to produce the right goods and services that offer the highest satisfaction for customers. Second one is to contribute to humanity, at the same time to enrich mutual values and a rich life. The third one is responsible for taking into account the key management components that rely on the human resource and technology. Next is the motto of the company. So Samsung is always ready to push it beyond the limit and accomplish something brand new. As for the vision, the company vision is our aptitude to execute dutifully as a foremost worldwide corporation. And as for the philosophy, to show its talent and expertise to forming greater products and services that subsidizes to a recovering universal civilization. So as you can see on the screen right now is the Samsung logo's evolution, starting from the very first logo in 1958 and then moving to Samsung logo in 1960 and then 1980 and 1993 and then 2015 and until now. These are the changes that has been made by the company in order to increase the visibility of the company. So next is brand inventories of Samsung Group. So the first one is products. So basically Samsung has an extensive range of products and has a presence in many various product groups. This is because Samsung Group spends a great deal in research and development to always give their customers the latest good. They have variety of products. For example, like mobile devices, they have smartphones, tablets, accessories. And in terms of television, they have Samsung televisions, including the audio and video. So the next brand inventory is price. So in order to establish a place in the minds of consumers, the price approach that is embraced by any brands or any company plays a very important role. As for Samsung Group, they use 2 pricing schemes, which are skimming pricing, and then the second one is competitive pricing. The next one is place. Basically, Samsung is present in the trade across different networks. It activates on the code of channel marketing, which there are 3 segments: providers of sales and service, new retail, and distributors. In Samsung, the key accounts are managed by the service distributors and are lively in corporate sales. Exclusive Samsung showrooms can also be opened by the dealer. And also Samsung has a single distributor in many cities from which they sell over their entire territory. So the last brand inventory is promotion. In the company's marketing mix, promotion is the most powerful foundation. In order to engross future customers and place the brand, Samsung claims that commercial is the best method of marketing. In the Samsung marketing campaign, the publicity and the advertisement strategy are advertising using newspapers and internet channels, which mean digitally using social media or websites, the promotional strategies and several marketing funding. In order to market the product and gain benefit of the vast number of celebrity supporters, the company has requested has paid several personalities to become their global ambassadors, and also they set up billboards and posters on the roads. So when it comes to commercials, like Samsung correspondingly practices diverse publicity maneuvers to entice patrons purchase their new product. So Samsung is also known for funding events. Basically, Samsung always support major festivals and provides heavy discounts at national festivals. Moving on to the next item, which is consumer analysis or segmentation. So the first one is geographic segmentation. So for example, in terms of region, Samsung has broken the Asian market into multiple regional divisions, such as the northern, the eastern, and the southern regions. And then the second one is demographic segmentations. For example, like age, Samsung segmentations for age is basically focused on few levels of age, such as teens, adults, and elderly people. Also, the home theater system of Samsung is equally to men and women. So the next one is psychographic segmentation. For example, lifestyle. Samsung also classifies client into multiple stages depending on people's diverse lifestyles, which are culture-oriented, sports-oriented, and outdoor-oriented. Like consumers who live in that or those areas, for instance, are very busy, they need goods that are helpful and that are most important to them. So last consumer analysis is behavioral segmentation, which in terms of user status. So Samsung is intends to recognize its target consumers status, hence is characterized into, for example, ex-user or future user, or the first timer user or daily user. So these are the important elements that Samsung always taking care of. So the next item I'll be talking about is brand positioning. Basically, positioning strategy refers to the ability to affect the view of our customers. Overall, positioning determines how the product of the brand is distinctive, or how it gives consumers a distinct advantage. Like in this case, like marketing creates the personality of the company, impacting the consumer's perceptions towards the company and marketplace relative to the alternative. So in this case, like Samsung has incorporated several types of positioning strategies. Like a few positioning approaches like embrace the product attributes and benefits that associating with the certain characteristics and beneficial value of the product itself. The second one is merchandise quality that is associating with functionality of devices. And the third one is strategy, positioning strategy that involve its product use and application that highlights the specific use. So these are also these oral standards like falls below comparative and competitive advantages that Samsung use in order to market their product.
So now I will be presenting situational analysis, which is related to point of parity and point of differences. Point of parity is an element that a brand which is similar to another brand, and point of differences is an element different from another brand. So as can see in the slide, we compare Samsung with two other brands, which is Apple and Huawei. The first point of parity is design orientated. Design orientation is an important factor in integrating business-wide decision with customer interaction. So as a customer, mostly we see the design first, whether it is nice, pretty or convenience to use it. Therefore, these three brands focus on their product's design, which called as design orientated. Second point is communication tools. The main purpose of these three brands are using their product as a communications tools for calls, for chat, basically to communicate with others. The next point is online and retail purchasing. These three brands can be bought through online and retail. So as in this COVID-19 situation, the customer who like to buy these brands can use online platforms to do their purchasing. Next is world-renowned brands. These three brands are famous around all the world. When talk about phone, we immediately think about these three brands, which is Samsung, Apple and Huawei. Advertising platforms. These three brands using medias like television and social media to advertise their brand to inform their products to the consumer. Finally, product characteristics. As for product characteristics, these three brands are producing phones, especially smartphones, which are touch screens, have cameras, can listen to songs and can watch movies and many other characters that are similar between these three brands. Now I will be explain about point of differences. Point of differences can be differentiated by 5 categories, which are operating system, product pricing, security system, product of varieties and handling. For operating system, Samsung and Huawei are Android but Apple is iOS. iOS is a closed system whereas Android is more open and user can customize their phone easily. Second is product pricing. Samsung is much cheaper compared to Apple and Huawei, which are expensive. Next is security system. Security system of Samsung is much stronger than Huawei, but Apple is stronger because it has many layers of security apps. Product of varieties. As for Samsung, have many series or varieties like Galaxy series, A series, J series and many more. And for Huawei also have many series like Nova series, P series and Mate series. But for Apple only has Apple Watch series. Finally, for handling. Handling is how the user using the phone, whether it is easy or hard. Samsung is much easy to use than Apple and Huawei. It is because Apple don't have the connectivity like Bluetooth, whereas Samsung have. And for Huawei, the new model by Huawei from 2020 don't have Google or Google account. So it is hard to access by the user, but Samsung have and it is convenient to use. So these are the points for point of parity and point of differences. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurul Hidayah Bakri. My matric number is 264489. I'm going to present about the brand analysis of Samsung. Samsung is one of the largest of producer electronic device in the world nowadays and be a big competitor to other company electronics such as Panasonic, Toshiba and more. Brand analysis was including the main issue or problem that company have, who are company target customer, what the customer was demanding from company and how the competitors are doing. Okay, firstly, main issue. Instead of produce a good quality product and having a great service to their customer, they have a certain issues that management of Samsung do not control well, that give a bad review on their image and brand. Several issues that happened to their brand since their brand was raised high popularity. Example as the management issues that did not aware about originality of their new product, and this issue made Samsung get penalty by the court. Secondly, another issue of Samsung that also give a bad impact to Samsung is when they release new model of smartphone, which is series of Note 7, and unfortunately, that model was have problem and exploded after use by the customer. This issue was really give a bad review to Samsung because it was physically safety since every customer purchase and use that model get injured. The second one is analyze about the target customer of Samsung. Okay, Samsung target customer was depend on the product that they were produced. Samsung is the producer of electronic device that have a long product line. They have a lot of product range and model with different pricing range and features that allow their customer to choose. So that it was impossible to Samsung only target certain group of people because there were big company that need as much as high as possible sales so that they can maintain their image and brand. Example as Samsung produce washing machine. The marketing and promotion platform that Samsung use for promoting washing machine must reach people in age range 30 years old and above. However, in another example, when Samsung produce new model series of smartphone with a high quality of camera, this will attract more for those people who love taking picture, and usually it for people in range between 15 years old until 40 years old. So with this fact, Samsung will target the customer with the range of age only, so that we can conclude that Samsung target customer is depend on the product that they were produced, and Samsung have different target customer depend on different product that they were launched. The third one is customer demand. In business, to start a new business is more easier than when you want to maintaining that business. This is because of the most difficult in business is when that brand or company need to fulfill the customer demand and expectations toward their new product and expectation to their product. Every new product launched by Samsung need to be better than the previous product that they had, so that their loyal customer will be satisfied. Also will attract new possible customer to try Samsung product. In order to always make Samsung customers satisfied with their new product, they need to always do an extra value to their product. Example as Samsung launched a smartphone by using the most beautiful design and use a popular influencer to promote their new product. The third point of brand analysis is competition. Be a big and stable company brand that have a good and great image. Samsung was the company that is a great and big competitor too. Competitor will give an advantage when it comes to innovation, the product, because it will make Samsung keep going, upgrade the quality of product and their services. In previous, the issue that happened to Samsung, such as the time that about the patent from the competitor company, this give an advantage to the Samsung brand. But since this issue spread around the world, customer interest to try and buy Samsung product because they will serve the same quality features such as competitor, and this will give a free marketing to Samsung product. To simplify this, it can conclude that the competitor of Samsung was compete to other to have the customer trust. That's all from me, and thank you.
And now moving on new brand elements development and also IMC plan. So for the first one, which is new brand elements, there are a few brand elements which are a brand name, logo and symbols. Also we have URL, slogan, jingles, character and also packaging. And as for Samsung company, the brand names, logo and URL will remain the same because we believe that an overwhelming changing to this element somehow will not give a powerful impact to the market. As for the slogan, previously Samsung has their own slogan, and now we are suggesting new slogan to Samsung which is designed for features. This is because we believe that nowadays people wanted something that is very futuristic, smart and also friendly to them. And design for features also indicate that the newest and upcoming product of Samsung's are focusing on the quality of the product itself, quality of the features I mean. And also because of rapid changes in features development has become a benchmark for every electronic companies to strive in order to produce the best features to their target customers. As for characters, characters are the special type that represent brand symbols, and it can be either based on humans or real life characteristic. And usually the involvement of characters is being used in advertising, campaigns or package design. And in Samsung we believe that these characters can help in terms of brand association because it can penetrate the market, as it can be part of communication tools. And as for Samsung itself, the introduction of characters are still in the brainstorming process. And now we have jingles. Currently for Samsung, we have two jingles, which are the first one, unbox the phone exploring Galaxy, or the second one, unbox the tab exploring Galaxy. This is because Samsung is well known with Galaxy name product, which are Samsung Galaxy phones and Samsung Galaxy tabs. It is a hope that with these new jingles, people are knowing that when they are unboxing their phone or tab, they are exploring the Galaxy, which is the version of the gadget itself. And the second one is Galaxy represent a new world accompanied by the best features, as we mentioned above. And in order for us to achieve the successful jingle, we have to invest more in collaborating with music production house to come up with the best music that suit the jingle itself. As for the packaging, Samsung can do some innovation in the packaging method. One of the suggestion is that Samsung can support the Go Green and sustainability motions by serving the customer with physical evidences, such as using recycled tissue paper and also thank you card to pack the order, and also use water activated tape where the tape is from the paper itself. And essentially, Samsung packaging is about plastic free, and for delivery post orders, the Samsung will pack in a box or mailers that use 100% recycled papers that are padded with newspaper. Now moving on, new integrated marketing communication plan, or IMC. For the first one, which is target market, the target market for Samsung is to those who are ranged from 15 years old to 45 years old. This is because this generation are those who use technology in their daily life, and their lifestyle is also driven by heavy consumption of technology such as television and also digital media. SWOT analysis. So for the strength, Samsung is an established company because it is a well-known company, and because of that, it has a strong hold in Asian market. And the next one is weakness. Weakness can happen because of product failures. And as for example, there is one case where Samsung Galaxy explode due to battery panel because of the curve of the phone. And the next one is opportunities. The first point, which is new packaging innovation. As mentioned before, we will use recycled paper to show our support toward environment and also to preserve the nature. The next one is new features. One is threat. Threat can happen because of technological changes. And the second one is price wars. This can happen because there are new developing electronic companies that offer their product at a lower price. Strategies. In order for us to determine marketing communication objective or to achieve the objective, we have to develop brand awareness by creating a strong brand association. And the next one is we are going to enhance our brand image by having good relationship with the stakeholders, including the customers. And the last one, we will invest more on promotion and advertising, such as social media marketing, broadcasting, advertising, and also third-party endorsement. As for the strategic marketing, here are the tools that we will use. And the first one is social media marketing, and the second one is official website, whereas we will publish all the teasers, all the catalog regarding our new product. The next one is sales promotion, and the last one is corporate event. Moving on to the leveraging secondary brand association to build brand equity. There are two ways for Samsung to build a brand equity, which is the first one is through event, and the second one is through third-party endorsement. So as for event, Samsung can sponsor any event such as conferences, e-sport event, and also championship. And by doing so, they can increase their reputation, and also they can have a strong brand association. Celebrity themselves has the influence, and in today's culture, the factors of followers itself played an important part in determining the success of the endorsement.